Uh-oh. I know this camera is gonna die during this. Like, I just can feel it in my soul. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I don't like this seat very much, so I'm gonna find something else better. Welcome back to my channel. I finally got my stand together. We are going to chit chat today. I have some water over here, so go get you guys a drink and let's chat. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have been doing the Starch solution probably for like 2 months now, to the best of my ability. I am no expert by any means. Excuse me, I'm just sharing my journey with you guys. So today I'm going to share with you 10 tips that I have, things that have been working, and I'll show you guys what I look like. If you guys haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe below. And if you want more content, daily content, I'm over on Instagram every day showing my food, and you guys can go work out with me and everything. So do all those things. I'll wait a second for you. Click Instagram. Okay, let's go. I'm so excited. I'm like low-key kind of nervous talking to you guys like this because it seems so formal. Should I zip this up? That look more professional? Looks kind of stuffy. My first tip is going to be keep the refrigerator stocked with all your favorite things. So for me personally, some of my favorite meals, which you guys, if you haven't seen already, go check out my last video. I'll put it up here in the cards, and I'll put it in the description box below. But I have my favorite foods and I stick to them. I love oats, so I'll always have oats in the house. I will always have stuff to make tacos. I will always have stuff to make smoothies, and then like just a random potato like that I can make french fries with, mashed potatoes, any of those things. So make sure you guys have your staples in your house. If you guys are unsure what they are, I can put a screenshot of the staples from the Starch solution, from the book of things that he says that are your okay foods. I'll put that on the screen right now for you guys. So if you're unsure, keep the stuff in the house. Okay, tip number 2 is gonna be, which seems very obvious, but I feel like a lot of health foods are not good, you know, and like the whole diet culture and everything is like, okay, eat this low fat, sugar free, fat free, and like if you guys have tried any of that stuff, it's disgusting. So make sure you're making the food taste good. 12 out of 10, delicious. Food can taste good and not have a whole bunch of butter and oil and salt and sugar in it. If you just go back to the basics, check out some of my videos of things that I am like ranting and raving about. Food can taste really good. Make sure that you make it a priority, that it tastes good, that you really enjoy it, so that you keep coming back to it. Because if it's disgusting, you guys are not gonna reach for that. You're not gonna want that. You're not gonna wanna cook that. And then you stumble back into your old ways, which we don't wanna do. Tip number 3 is going to be focus on health and not weight loss. Let me say that again. Focus on health and not weight loss. So, like I said before, like a whole bunch of diet culture. I think a serving of the Gardein is like half a cup. So I use maybe like a fourth of that. It's hard to tell because I have black beans in there. I've been there, done that. There's videos of me dieting and counting this and counting that, and like, I'm sure people do that for a lifetime. Me, on the other hand, I'm not willing to do that. I don't want to count every single thing. I don't want to weigh everything for the rest of my life. So I'm so grateful and thankful that I found this book. I have a outline of something that I can follow for the rest of my life. It's a lifestyle. And for me, it's all about health. So if I'm losing weight and I'm feeling good and strong and lean and everything, the basis of that is health, and not to look a certain way and to not have a certain weight on the scale. And so make sure you guys are focused on the right things. Granted, being a healthy weight is very important, but health altogether, mentally, physically, emotionally, is also very important. So put that first, and not necessarily how much you weigh and what you look like and what size you can fit into. Okay, so tip number 4 is gonna be, it's like, I guess like a 2-for-1 So being around family sometimes can be very difficult, and eating vegan, number one, whole food, plant-based, number two, and then no oil, and then low sugar and salt for some people. That can seem like that's like a lot. And when people, especially family members, catch wind of that, they like want to like make fun of you, poke fun of you for that. At least my family, and I know they love me so much, and so I can't imagine like some other families might be kind of rude about it. I guess prepare yourself for the negative comments or like people questioning you, and I would just say come at it with a positive attitude and say this is what works for me, da 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 da. But most of the time people are just really curious about it, especially if you are starting to look different, act different, feel different, move more, and be happier. People are really interested, so be prepared to talk about it, number one. Number two, when I'm around family, I tend to backslide a little bit. Everyone's just like eating, oh, we're just gonna order out, or we're gonna order this or order that. And I know my boundaries already. Like, I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 6 years, coming up in July. And so there's no way, shape, or form I'm gonna be like, oh, you guys are ordering pizza, I'll just have some cheese pizza. Like, that's a no for me. So I know my boundaries are still, I need to be vegan every single day, all day, for the rest of my life. But for you guys, that might look different. So my boundaries right now would be like, okay, I'll order me a vegan pizza, which I showed you guys the other day on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following my fitness Instagram, it's over there, with vegan cheese on it, and I'm sure there was some oil in something, you know what I mean? But if you guys don't know your boundaries before you get into that situation, then it's really easy to start eating chicken or, I don't know, something that's around the house that's not necessarily like the best for you, or not necessarily something that you really wanted to do, but you were just hungry, you know? So create those boundaries before you get into that situation, and then come up with a solution. Like, okay, I'm gonna bring my own food. You guys know how many times I've brought my own food to, I don't even know, like a barbecue or a family member's house, or I bring my food to this day everywhere I go, because I know I'll feel my best if I bring my own food. No one makes fun of me anymore. I just casually go to the kitchen, whip up my food, and eat with everybody else, and nobody cares. So just be confident in the decision that you make, and then follow through. Trust me, you will feel good about it later that day, the next morning, if you guys know what I mean, on the toilet. 5, which is gonna kind of sound weird to some of you guys, but take pictures of yourself, journal, make videos or vlogs or whatever you have to do to, what is the right word I'm looking for? To record, to remember your process and like where you started. And I feel like journaling, I wish I would have started journaling in the beginning when I started to lose weight, just to know the difference of like how much energy I had and like how I was feeling about myself and stuff. So I would encourage you all to do that, so that maybe like on a rough day, or you feel like you're not making any progress, or you're feeling stuck, you can go back to the beginning and be like, well, I looked like this, or I felt like this, or I didn't have any energy to run around with my kids, and now I'm running laps around them, you know, stuff like that. And I think that's really important, especially on those really tough days, because we know they're gonna come. So make sure you guys are recording your process and your progress in some way, whatever way that you feel comfortable. And if you do take pictures or videos or something, that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to share it with anybody, even if you keep it just for yourself. I feel like that's something that's really important. 6. Tip number 6 for me is to read the book yourself. I think that this is a great outline for a very healthy way of living. Do I follow everything to a T that he says? Absolutely not. Do I think that you should? I don't know. That's up to you. I really think that he has, like I said, a really good outline. But I also think it's really important for people to tweak it a bit for themselves. And obviously that goes with like, what am I trying to say? Tweak it for yourself, but not to the point where it's detrimental to your goals. So what I mean by that is, like, I still use sugar in my tea in the morning, and I still put maple syrup on my oats and stuff. But if I were really trying to see, like, I don't know, I want to really lose like 5 to 10 more pounds right now, I would probably stop that, you know, and like realize in my head that like, is this in his outline? No. Can I take it out and I'll still be okay? Yes. So I tweak this a bit for me. I would say read this book for yourself. I have it linked in all my other videos, and I will link it as well. You can buy it on Amazon. One of these days I will go through this book and share like I don't know, like important tidbits or something. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, or I really wanted to go through here and make a lot of these recipes because they do look really good, like these blueberry muffins. So yeah, get the book for yourself and read it. Number 6. Okay, number 7. I do this, I'm guilty of this. I don't know if you guys are as well. Get a couple of recipes, simple recipes, and stick to them. I know there's tons of videos on YouTube of like whole food, plant-based recipes to make this and that and this and that. And then there's a ton of recipes in here. And I just feel like it can get, it can get overwhelming, especially if you're new to it. So I would say stick to like, okay, I have a couple breakfasts that I really like, a couple lunch and dinners I can go back and forth, some things I can mix around, and some things that I already know that I like mixed in there as well, and like keep it really simple because it can get really overwhelming. So yeah, just stick to a couple of things, to the basics at first especially, and then I feel like then you can kind of branch out a little bit because you don't want to be overwhelmed. There's already a lot going on. No meat, no cheese, no dairy, no fish, no eggs, no milk, no butter, no cream, no vegetable oil, no avocado oil, all that. It's a lot at first, especially if you aren't vegan. Okay, so some people were commenting, what is this? We're on 8. Some people were commenting like, oh, I'm excited to see these simple recipes, which I love you guys. Thank you so much for the positivity. I really appreciate it. So they were saying like, oh, I kind of fell off, and thanks for the simple recipes. So tip number, what are we on? 8. I'm not good at this. Tip number 8 is gonna be always to go back to the basics. Get yourself a potato and some greens and make you a 50-50 plate. Always go back to that. The simpler, the better. Even if you stumbled yesterday, you stumbled 2 minutes before this video, or if you stumbled last week and you feel like okay, I quit, now I have to start all over again. No, it was just a little stumble. It's okay. Just get right back on the horse and keep going with the simple meals, simple, delicious meals that will keep you coming back for more. If you guys haven't already, I'm saying it again because they're that good. Go back and watch the video of my favorite meals. They're amazing. It won't get you on track. Number 9, which is something I wish I had, and if you guys have it, I'm jealous. Kudos to you. But having an accountability buddy, a family member or a friend or something that can help you and encourage you, and you guys maybe can cook together or meal prep together, or something on like FaceTime or Skype or Zoom, whatever the case may be. Having a friend doing the same thing as you, a family member doing the same thing as you is wonderful, and you guys can encourage each other and be like, what did you eat last night? Oh girl, I just had some black bean tacos. Like, that sounds great, you know? So make sure, if you can, not make sure, it's really nice to have a buddy. So if you do want to start the Starch solution, ask your friends and yeah, see if somebody will do it with you, and it just makes it more fun, right? Okay, so my last tip is tip 10. If you guys are completely new to being vegan, you're like, what the heck is a Starch solution? I would encourage you guys, I have some older videos of where I was talking about transitioning from just the standard American diet to being vegan or vegetarian. Those tips may be helpful. I'm not eating whole food plant-based in any of those videos, and there's probably like oil and stuff. But one of the biggest tips that I had was, okay, so how do I transition my whole kitchen, my whole pantry and everything without it costing me so much money and me throwing away food? And my biggest tip on there was, so if you have a container of say 2% milk and you want to switch your family to almond milk, finish the 2% milk, and once it's gone, just buy the almond milk. Same thing with everything else. Obviously there's some things you're like, ooh, I'm so eager to try that, and then you'll have like a vegan option and non-vegan option in your house. But that's my biggest tip to people. If like once something is gone that's not plant-based, then let it go. And then when you go to the store again, just get more of whatever that item is. And then over time, you'll slowly transition your whole kitchen and your whole pantry and everything into plant-based without breaking the bank. So I hoped that helped. I know somebody asked me for tips, and these are 10 things I could think of, and I hope these helped you guys. Please let me know if they're helpful in the comments. I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys. You guys are so sweet in the comments, and I love talking to all of you. I will continue to talk to all of you. So if you guys want to comment and you're nervous, or if you want to comment and you don't know really what to say, just say hi. I want to say hi back to you. I love chatting with you guys. So those are my 10 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.